My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers.
The Jarl has put out a bounty on the dragon that's been terrorizing the countryside. Here, take a look at this decree for details.
All right, then.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. You will see.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
So, can I interest you in anything today? Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake. The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city's corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others. Authorities, have you been listening to what I said? They're all dirty. Every one of them. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the right people. What? Oh, it's one of you people. So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message? Petty threats and fist-waving are not going to sway. You demand pay. Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften. Likewise. Now I have a lot to do, so I'm afraid... Please, I don't have anything to pay you with. Don't destroy my urn!
This isn't happening.
No! That urn was priceless. All right, I get it. I'll pay on time from now on. Just don't smash anything else. Here, take your gold, and leave me in peace.
What did you want? What does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone. Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'll pay next month. And so have I. What's the point of paying anyway? Your outfit can't even fend for itself. I could do better tossing the gold into the sewer. You can't scare me with your tough talk. I'm not paying you people a single coin. Ask all you want. You can't squeeze blood from a stone. Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left. Not Lady Dibella. No! Please, I can't lose her! I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
My food is the best.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. Blessings of Mara upon you.
Wonderful.
Where to begin?
Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim. Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times, but you should consider her light a beacon in the storm. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony. Here you are. Now, remember, people in Skyrim respond to deeds. You will find more people interested in your love if you help them. Good luck. Mara bless you. Of course. I'd be more than happy to add a donation to our charity box. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need all the help we can get. I can promise you that this will be put to good use. This is one of the signs.
What do you want? I met her when I'm in Black Marsh. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flaws. I don't know what to say. Such kindness is unheard of in these times. Here, I want you to accept this as payment for your sacrifice. And we both thank you. If you'll excuse me, I have other things
Here
to
for a
attend
room
to.
or something to drink? Show me some coin. Look, everything was all just a misunderstanding. I didn't mean to tell Brynjolf to go jump off the pier. You tell him I'm sorry, yes? Take this. Every single coin I owe is there. I swear it. No, Maramo. We talked about this. Talon?
Kirov, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor. If you're looking for conversation...
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Something you need? Anything for the guild.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. We do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Goldenglow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. If so, let him prove it. Goldenglow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Cornelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is crossing our clients. Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive. But if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex. Find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, but she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar metering, which would cut into her profits. We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arengoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arengoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the 4th era in prison. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Ah, you made it. Good to see you, my friend. I'll never forget how you saved my life from those Talmor maniacs. Good to see you again, friend.
Got a minute? My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes. No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means. Perhaps they could be nonsense, inane scribbles done by someone in idle boredom. But if not, if they actually mean something, and they might tell me where I'm from, what ship I was on, everything. Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I call my father David, thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so. I appreciate that. Keep to the shadows.
Hey! I want to talk to you.
I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them. Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest. No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it. Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways. I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the caravan. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did. Go and pick some fights.
Come here a second. The honey they collect on that hunk of rock goes into making Blackbriar mead. Just about the best tasting mead in all of Skyrim. Come find me if you need more marksman training.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I...
You can't beat me.
Skyrim belongs to the Nords! Now.
There's no escape.
I cannot rescue.
hear something.
already won.
I fought worse than you!
Need something?
Word on the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Good job, lad. Let me take a look at what you found. Arengov sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be? Blast. Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name. Oh, no. Nothing like that. You're calling on her for business. That's between you and Maven, and I prefer to keep it that way. Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of gold for her people. Of course, your pay. You're smart as a whip, lad. Keep doing right by us, and there's plenty more where that came from. Until next we meet, lad.
The time has come. I have done all that can be done. There is nothing left. No quests to be undertaken, no villains to be slain, no challenges to face. Except for you. You are my last challenge. Only you can send me to Sovngarde with honor. Make your preparations. When you're ready, come find me at my last vigil.
Come see me in the market if you're looking for the finest custom jewelry in all of Skyrim.
I've never seen
So
Mjolnir this
you're the
upset about
one.
anything. The city really gets to her.
You don't look so impressive. Is that confidence I hear? Or is it arrogance? Strange how often they're confused. You have to understand, It's been a long time since Brynjolf sent me anyone I can rely on. Faith. I don't have faith in anyone. All I care about is cause and effect. Did the job get done, and was it done correctly? There's no gray area. I hope not. This is an important job. I have a competitor called Hunningbrew Meadery that I want to put out of business. I also want to know how they managed to get the place up and running so quickly. Head to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Macius. He'll fill you in on all the details. The Blackbriar family has always been allied with the Guild. Our connections with the Empire and within Skyrim make for a perfect fit. I dare say the Guild owes its survival as much to my family as it does to its own people. Some layabout named Sabion. Been a thorn in my side for the last few years now. Not a day goes by that I don't regret letting Sabion get as far as he did. In only a few short years, he's taken that bile he calls mead to market, and a chunk of my profits with it. I can't imagine where he found the gold to take it to market so quickly. Exactly. With Sabion in prison, his meadery will be forced to close. Then I swoop in and take over the place. No more competition. The Golden Glow estate job has undoubtedly interrupted the supply of honey I need to make my mead. Sabion could use this interruption to his advantage and collect a larger share of the market. I can't have that. One more
Want a drink?
in case I wasn't clear. You butcher this job.
3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over. First, second, last and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama.
Isolde, was it?
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Malus is teaching me everything he knows about brewing. Hopefully, I can take over his position someday.
Can't a man drink in
I'm gonna keep this short, because we've got a lot to do. Haunting Brew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's Captain of the Guard, and we're going to poison the mead. No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem, and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well, you know what I mean? You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat. Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work. Both of the buildings are connected by tunnels made by the pests infesting the meadery. There's an entrance to it in the basement storeroom of the warehouse that used to be boarded over. I've already removed the boards so the meadery would get infested. That's where you should start. Sabjorn keeps that locked up tight. If you can get through that way, go right ahead. Once Sabjorn is out of the way, Maven has plans for the place. One way or another, we don't want the pests coming back. Consider it just more of the dirty work. I did my part getting them in there, now you need to clear them out. I made the mistake of borrowing coin from Sabjorn. He's allowing me to pay it back, but he's working my fingers to the bone. He treats me like a slave. I have to do every nasty, dirty job in the meadery. If this plan works, not only is my debt gone, but I'll be set up for life. Maven and I worked out a little deal. If Sabjorn ends up in jail, she's gonna take over his meadery. And guess who gets to run the Blackbriar meadery in Whiterun? You're looking at him.
You want a
Remember,
drink?
Sabjorn will be needing help.
Are you sure?
Make it look good.
Oh no. They found me? I need your help. Please, come with me. I need to speak to you privately. Quickly, come with me. So, are you working with them? Yes. So the Alakir... Tell me. Then I need your help, and there isn't anyone else I can trust here in the city. I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. The men who are looking... I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and... They're mercenaries, only... I don't dare show my face, lest they reckon... I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can... I don't know for sure. You think I'd be... These men... Guards and Jarls can be bought. I mean it. I'll cut you in half. Find me the moment the Alakir take... care of.
If it's work you need, how about shopping up? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men... Well, on the other hand... So, not much has changed. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree all burnt up in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnared. Of course. It's all in this note.
Khajiit got your back.
A few seconds from Khajiit will fall.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire outfits or something.
What do you look? You haven't. But it seems we both have needs. I have dishonored my... See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know. 100... I suppose... Get the money into the hands of one of these... Because I would... Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best.
It was you. Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
You buy my way out of here. Very well. Come on. But that's your problem, not mine.
God.
I am waiting for a good death. My time has come. I am old. Too old to become chief. It would be wrong for me to take wives at this age. So I will die. Malakath has given me a vision of a... As you can see, it has not yet arrived. Indeed, one should find his death while he can still call himself a proper man. We Orc men are... To cling to something past its usefulness is unseemly. How much more so when that... You should leave. I don't want you scaring off my good death. If you are not here to grant me a good death, then you can leave. Yes, were I to send... Are you sure about this? We shall see.
Imperial business. Be on your way. Die! Yeah!
Welcome here.
Do you have news?
If you need a meal or room, I've got both. It's all in this note.
Need something?
I heard you sneaking around downstairs last night. Were you trying to break?
Do you
into
have
my
news
chest
of our
again,
quarry?
son? I've told you to leave it alone.
I just wanted to try on your old armor, from back when you were a soldier. I thought I might be old enough to wear it.
I've told you 100 times I locked that chest for a reason. I don't want you getting a head full of ideas about adventure and glory.
I'm old enough to decide how to live my life, and I'd be honored to wear your armor. If you just let me. I'm strong enough to handle it.
Strong, yes. But how clever are you? I tell you what. If you can open the lock on my chest, you can have everything in it.
I'll take your challenge. But if I win, I get to start a new life as an adventurer, and with no objections from you. You look like you've seen your share of adventure. I want to be in it. He says he needs me to... His name is Meralki, and he's the innkeeper. Thank you. I can't stand the thought of being trapped in this village for the rest of my days.
My son? Eric? What about? But the world is a danger. What's more, he's got no armor. You would give your own coin to help my son. Your kind deed will not go unrewarded, my friend. Tell Eric I've changed my mind and will visit Whiterun soon to fit him for armor.
Need something?
Did you have any luck? I can't thank you enough, friend. Maybe we can swap stories about our adventures over a mug of ale at the inn.
Hey, watch it. What's the hurry?
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell. I will shoulder some of your burden. We follow then. Khajiit guards your back. J'zargo only has so much room to carry things. Khajiit will follow. Khajiit guards your back.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here? Are you kidding me? I'm supposed... If he sees the meadery in... Oh, I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job... Oh, very well. Here's half. You'll get the rest when the job's done. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed. I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy, good-for-nothing assistant, Malice, handle it. but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back. Don't come back until every one of those things are dead. Malice is nothing like free labor to make operating costs cheaper.
Malice is teaching me everything he knows about brewing. Hopefully, I can take over his position someday.
Was something we discussed? Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished. You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Well, Sebjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Honningbrew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored. By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said, move.
Farewell, Sebjorn.
I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help. Start changing it over to the Blackbriar Meadery West as soon as possible. That was Maven's part of the deal. She's put me in charge of keeping the mead flowing, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If you're in the area, and you ever need anything fenced, you just let me know.
I thought it would be better to leave some of the details out of our previous discussion. Didn't want to risk you walking away from the job. Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin hiring someone else to do it later.
Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
can't believe that worked.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Ours is to smile at your passing, friend.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar.
I trust you have good news for... This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol. Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves' Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services.
Oh, come now. What's a dragon or two compared to a
Of course.
day full of fishing?
Nothing
That's
gets
not
done
funny,
without
boy.
my approval
People
in
are
this city.
scared.
Anyone make... You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
All right. I have everything you asked for all ready to go.
I hope this deal goes through. We're putting quite a bit of coin on the line, and the last coup you set up fell through.
I don't understand it. They were a sure thing, I swear.
Better hope this one isn't another waste of my coin.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him. Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the Guild? then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the Guild. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
What's the hurry?
Watch it.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. You jest, but they've been able to avoid identification for years. They're obviously well-funded, driven, and patient. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Gajal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gulamai. Gulamai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, and see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
I can't believe Gulamai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong. He could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind. Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gulamai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gulamai's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. There are thieves, and then there is Gulamai. No honor, no code at all. He'd shake your hand and stab you in the back at the same time. The cut he's supposed to provide the guild has dwindled as of late. He says pickings in the warehouse are slim, but I'm certain he's lying. Keep your eyes on him. He's quite crafty. Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gulamai's holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well. Gulamai work that he isn't exactly in the guild. A merc, the Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they have
Good to see you again.
What
Good
did you
afternoon.
need? Good luck.
Feel free to make requests.
If you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
So, what? I don't deal in Oh. I'm sorry to say I know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. All right. Had I known this deal would bring me this... She flashed. I brought in the coin and walked. Not at all. However, I did notice, in this business we rarely deal. Look. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
You talk to Ed Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. Don't worry. Time to end this little game.
did this.
What was that?
Hello?
What was that?
Now, there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed. All right. It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia. Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer. Help? No. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me. I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, where the end began. Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive. You needed to know more? Now you're speaking my language. Tell you what, if you need any stolen goods fenced, you bring them to me, and I'll pay you good money for them. Consider me your new friend in the north. Consider it a... Carlia didn't even want it. I asked her that... But now that I know who she is... Maven... If I was Maven... Exactly. This Carlia must have spent a lot of time and resources planning this.
Gullumai give up any information on our buyer? No, it can't be. I've heard that name for decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again. Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. Only we knew where she was. There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snow Vale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again. Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers. The last two you set up fellas.
I don't know.
Thing, I swear.
Just better hope this one isn't another waste of my coin.
What in the name of oblivion is going on in this place?
market. Fed. Soon. I may look for work elsewhere.
Hey, I still have a
Good to see you again, friend.
that may have some work for us.
cleared out. I'm collecting ingredients to bring to the gourmet. You'll think my taste so refined when I offer them to him. You have heard of the gourmet? Then you know that gourmet keeps his identity a secret. I'll discover who he is so I can tell him how he changed my life. For all I know, the gourmet is a woman. You know, I've heard the gourmet is in Skyrim right now. By the gods. I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Until next time.
We are Lord Boethiah's faithful. Have you come to test your mettle? The Lord of Plots, Deceiver of Nations, Devourer of Trinamite, Queen of Shadows, Goddess of Destruction, He who destroys, and She who erases. Many are our Lord's lofty names, but they befit only us mortals. Intone her mighty names from now until the end of time. It is for naught. Names mean nothing to our Lord. She only cares for those who care for themselves, whose hearts are full of purpose, whose lives are full of fear. No one crosses me! If you desire a glimpse of our dark mistress, then this is what you must do. First, prove your tongue can wield a lie. Find someone. Gain his trust. Lead him to the shrine above. Next, instruct your thrall to touch the pillar of sacrifice. Its magic will ensnare him, rendering him helpless. Then, girded with certitude, plant the ceremonial blade deeply, so that the waters of his heart wash over you. If your will is strong enough, it will stir Boethia in her dark mansion, and she will appear before us. That remains to be seen. But if it is so, and if Boethia appears, then we will welcome you as one of us. If you wish to gain Boethia's attention, you must slay a frog.
Come on, then. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Poor Gerard. You're sure? When you see Gerard, ask
This here's
for a
candle
tip.
hot.
I'm sure
Here.
he'll be in a good
Take a
mood
look at
after
this.
reading this.
Did you see? It was when word came that he'd fallen, his son Durant.
May you
lit the
lose yourself in the
candle.
pages of a good book.
Nobody knows why it still burns.
If you're looking to hire the strongest, my blade is sharp and I thirst for battle. Onward, then. You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
flesh is so distasteful.
Among us!
You have caught my attention, mortal. That is most unwise. Tell me, why have you slain this one who trusted you here upon my shrine? My favor. My good pleasure is not some trophy for mortal sport. I should slay you for such insolence. Were you certain in your purpose, you would have no need to apologize. You have much to learn, but you have proven your will is strong, and your heart is devoid of pity. So perhaps you are not entirely useless. We shall soon find out. Listen, all of you! Hear me. I have need of a warrior. Only the most ruthless, cunning, and agile will do. You have gathered here night after night, sacrificing fools upon my shrine, and sparring aimlessly with yourselves. But which among you truly exceeds the rest? Prove yourselves to me. I have a special task for whichever of you is left standing.
Oh! That you...
All you got?
Well done. You have proven the strength of your will and your tongue's gift for lies. You have shown ferocity and prowess in combat. Now the time has come for a final proving. Are you able to cast aside your honor and strike with the hidden blade? An astute observation. Skyrim is a beautiful and harsh mistress, but her people cling to such a petty notion of honor. My previous champion displeases me. It is time he is replaced, in the traditional fashion. You will find him holed up at Knife Point Ridge, where he plays king to bandits and highwaymen. I am loath to utter his name. One cannot erase the thing if it has a name to be remembered. For a time, he served his purpose, but that time has ended. He uses my gifts for his own amusement, and the only amusement I tolerate is my own. Kill every single member of his band. Do so as silently and invisibly as you can, for this is not about you. You are to be my instrument in this. Slay him in the coldest of blood. Do not give him the dignity of defending himself. Once his corpse lays cold upon the ground, and all trace of his followers erased, retrieve my ebony mail. A gift fit only for my true champion.
May your will carve itself upon the world.
Khajiit guards your back. If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. We will. Lead on then.
I knew it! Have come here.
Oh, what happened? Archmage or not, my rules about a mage is... We've been keeping this collection... If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to... Well, all right, here. I scribbled down... Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go. What was that?
Leave this place. Leave.
Khajiit guards your back. Jezargo only has so much room to carry things. Lead on, friend.
Death comes for
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust. Jezargo only has so much room to carry things. Lead on, friend.
Hey, watch it.
Need something?
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know. We don't get many visitors through... Let me see that. I can't believe this. It was all just a fabrication of this Windelius character. I can't believe we were so stupid. Well, least I can do is give you something for taking care of him. If you won't accept it as a payment, consider it a gift. If you're headed up to the monastery...
Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now?
It's a long way down.
What a boring company.
Need something?
Give me your money.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time. Yeah. Go away. How can I argue with that?
You better give me 5
My
seconds right now.
Well,
I'm gonna bloody
and me and me, but I don't do that stuff anymore. Oh, please.
Careful. Twin moons.
Good. We're finally here. I've scouted the ruins, and I'm certain Carlia is still inside. No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape. Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead. I'm sorry, I was under the impression I was in charge. You're leading and I'm following. Does that seem clear to you? Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Carlia is as sharp as a blade. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here. 25 years ago, I was standing outside these very same ruins. Gallus told me to meet here, but he wouldn't say why. When I arrived, Gallus stepped from the shadows. Before he uttered a sound, an arrow pierced his throat. Before I could even draw my blade, her second arrow found its mark in my chest. Carlia was a master marksman, and her greatest weapon was the element of surprise. I was lucky. She missed my heart by mere inches. I staggered away from the ruins, and my vision began to blur. It's then that I realized the bitch had poisoned her arrows. The last thing I saw was Carlia dumping his body into an opening atop the ruins. An unceremonious end for a remarkable man. To this day, I've regretted allowing her to escape, even if it meant I had died trying. I owed Gallus that much. The guild was thrown into disarray. Several stepped up and tried to claim Gallus's former position as guildmaster. Sides quickly formed behind these men, and the Ratway became a bloodbath. I saw what they did to Gallus. I wanted to use the guild's resources to hunt down Carlia. The others didn't even care he was gone. Fortunately, I persevered, and the other groups were either killed or they left Skyrim. The infighting had taken months to subside, which gave her time to go into hiding and carefully cover her tracks. I spent thousands of septum and used every contact at my disposal. But it was as if she had simply vanished. Like I said before, she was the best. She was a stubborn Dunmer. Always had to do everything her way. But she was also the best, bringing in more coin a month than some thieves heist in a year. Gallus trusted her too much and let her get too close. If you want to call it that, yes. Me? I think she was softening him for the kill. Gallus would call her his little nightingale. He was absolutely smitten by her. Greed? Jealousy? Spite? Who can say what drove her to such an iniquitous act? One thing's certain, I intend to find out before she draws her last breath. I have a long-standing arrangement with the Dark Brotherhood. If I need someone in the guild taken care of, we do it ourselves. We both agree it's best to keep these matters in-house. That's enough of this unnecessary chatting. We need to keep going.
Mind yourself with that fire. Don't burn anything down now.
They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how, and a lot of skill. That should do it. Yes, yes, what is it now? Stench in here. This place smells of death. Be on your guard. Death will be my triumph! Your life is mine! Pull the chain over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Carlia reset all of the traps. Death will be my triumph! Hardly a challenge. Something near. Two more of them ahead. So ends the lesson. You're quite noisy for someone who claims to be a thief. How disappointing. My triumph. It's too easy. We're on the right track. We've been through here as well. Be ready. Your own effort. So ends the lesson. Rat merely annoyance. Out of my way! Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia is close, I'm certain. Now let's get moving. Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
fool Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence, but I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No. I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way and it proved more than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were three of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves' Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. He was a scholar, a master thief, and a natural leader. Everyone respected him and followed him without question. It was Gallus who inducted me into the Nightingales, and honed my skills to a razor-sharp point. I owe everything to him. We were very close. Gallus once said he felt comfortable around me, able to let his guard down. I can't help but think that I'm responsible for what happened to him. Mercer lied to the Guild, branded me a murderer, and slandered my name across his network of contacts. For 25 years I ran, never sleeping in the same place twice and carefully covering my tracks. Mercer doesn't need to die. He needs to feel the cold sting of fate as his life crumbles in front of him and he's hunted by the Guild. I can promise you, if it comes to that, and my back's to the wall, I won't hesitate. I'm afraid not. There are preparations to make, and Gallus's remains to lay to rest. I promise to join you there as soon as I can. Remember, speak only to Enther. Trust no one else.